the so-called g-wagon was created. It featured all-wheel drive and all-wheel steering. The Persian Shah wanted a real off-road vehicle, capable of driving over absolutely anything. This caused such demand and interest worldwide that the decision was then made to create the G model series. In August 1979, the finished vehicle was brought out on the market under the name G model.
In February 1979, Mercedes-Benz dared to tread an unfamiliar terrain. Developed in cooperation with the Austrian Steyr-Daimler-Puch Corporation since 1973, the G model was possibly the most versatile Mercedes-Benz passenger car ever, but above all, cross-country suitable. The model choice of the G range originally included 4 engine and 5 body variations. Aside from an open car with a short wheelbase, a station wagon and 2 van versions were available. At the beginning of production, the tried and true petrol and diesel engines from Series 123 were used. Over the years, this star-bearing trekking vehicle was modified numerous times, which particularly benefited the engines. A simplified version, internally W461, entered the market in 1992. It was essentially derived from the original G model of range 460 and was planned for commercial and public service. The new range also counted the still available 230 GD. Optional bodies were station wagon and van with a substantially improved series, internally called 463. This new off-road vehicle impressed many with its modern design and comparably comfortable interior. Technical changes were also noteworthy, such as 4-wheel drive, series differential locks, and anti-lock brake systems. Apart from the modified engines of Series 460, 2 new 6-cylinder motors powered the vehicles, a diesel and a gasoline, both with a 3-liter cubic capacity. 1992 saw the market debut of the 136 horsepower 350 GD Turbo. On the other end of the spectrum ranked the 240 horsepower Type 500 GE V8. Type designations were adapted in 1993. The G was put in front of the 3-figure number.
The brake is...
Another new addition was the Type G320, generating 210 horsepower. In 1996, the G300 turbo diesel superseded the G350 turbo diesel. In contrast to its predecessor, the new diesel model was issued with a 4-valve turbo engine and intercooling. 1997 brought some more substantial revamping. The new cabriolet was provided with an electro-hydraulic operating soft top.
The brake is...
In December 2000, the G-Class was overhauled once again. This time, the diesel motors were the beneficiaries and were adapted to the common rail principle. The youngest generation offered 2 more models, the G320 with a 215 horsepower V6 engine and a V8 gasoline G500, topping 296 horsepower. A 5-gear automatic transmission with a modern Tiptronic gearshift mechanism is standard in all variants. The interior was generously upscaled too. A cabrio with electric folding top and station wagons with 2 or 4 doors are also obtainable.
The Mercedes G model has proven over the last 20 years that it isn't just reliable in snow and mud, but that owners could also use it quite successfully for long expedition tours. In the meantime, nearly 150,000 units have been built. The current top model is this one, the G500. Its 5-liter V8 engine helps it achieve great performance, on or off-road. Drivers used to the comfort of a Mercedes limousine won't be disappointed by the G model. The body design might be somewhat antiquated, but in off-roaders, the inner values count, and the G500 has more than enough. Most off-road vehicles are driven on the street. Having taken this into consideration, Mercedes equipped the G500 with 265 width tires mounted on 18-inch wheels. To the successor to the 280 GE. Its 8-cylinder engine with 296 horsepower is an old acquaintance from the Mercedes S-Class. The side-mounted exhaust looks surprisingly sporty. The high-quality interior is very modern. There's nothing to recall the primitive charm of the first Mercedes 4x4s, with their armrests that look like they came from a panel delivery truck. In the G500, the comfortable, electronically adjustable and heated leather seats are standard equipment. There's more than ample room for passengers in the rear, where seat heating is available as an option. Although the G is as massive as a small fortress, driver and passenger airbags are still standard equipment. And whoever isn't satisfied with the G500 can buy a Super G, built by Mercedes' own tuning company, AMG. G55 AMG is the name of this ultimate driving machine disguised as a G model. High-quality styling, special leather and rootwood in the interior drive the price of this colossus well up over $100,000. But for that price, the buyer gets one of the most exclusive off-roaders in the world. The G55 is powered by a 5.5-liter V8 with 354 horsepower and 525 Newton-meters of torque. That pushes this big Mercedes to a top speed of over 120 miles per hour. In this light, the fact that the speedometer is clocked out to 165 doesn't really make sense. But then again, nobody really demands justification when it comes to vehicles like this one.
Excellent ones is the Paris-Dakar victory of Jackie Ickx. Other than that, the Pope-mobile is world-renowned. But also smaller stories about driving in.
If you watched this far, it means you like it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's free and it helps us a lot to be able to continue this project. In 2008, the G-Class came with a new radiator grille with 3 thicker horizontal slats, replacing the previous 7 thinner fins. The interior has been completely revamped with a modern dashboard, 4 analog dials, and a Bluetooth-enabled command infotainment system. The G-Class received a new update in 2012, where the grille was updated with horizontal chrome slats and new xenon headlights and LED daytime running light bars freshened up the facade. The interior has been revised with a new design, especially in the area of the steering wheel and instrument panel, but also a modernized infotainment system. Although considered a sequel to the second generation, it was launched with significant changes and can be seen as a new generation in itself. Over nearly 4 decades, and the G-Class has retained its robust structure, lines, proportions, and styling, but it's longer with a better stance on the road. The biggest changes have been made to the interior, with a new instrument panel completely redesigned. On the technical side, although the 3 locking differentials and transfer case were retained, the new G-Class offered significant improvements in comfort and off-road abilities. Under the hood, Mercedes-Benz has offered petrol and diesel V8 engine options, mated to a 9-speed speed-shift MCT transmission, redefining the driving experience of this legendary SUV. G-Class 2025, there are design elements from the previous model. But with a significant upgrade, the fully digital instrument cluster has also been revised, and an innovation called the Off-Road Cockpit View harnesses the 360-degree camera system to create an invisible hood effect. All units are now equipped with a turbocharged 3-liter inline-6 engine. Mercedes-Benz also presented the first all-electric version of its iconic G-Class off-road car, maintaining its status even in the electric age. This new version is equipped with an impressive 116 kWh battery and is powered by 4 electric motors that provide a total power of 580 horsepower and a torque of 1,164 Nm. Since its debut in 1979 as a rugged off-road vehicle, the Mercedes-Benz